MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Lucas Giolito will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run dinger for Gregory Polanco. His first homer so far in the series, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We'll move on. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
That evens it up 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 bases. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1.
Dig, 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 dig.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in to try it again, Israel Castro. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready for another shot now, Domingo Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Bishop sprinting after it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Elvis Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it is Almora. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Pirates strand a couple. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ready for another chance. King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Dozier in foul ground. And no one will track it down. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 taken. Strike 2.
2-2.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 pitch. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
On the ground to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, Giro. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Right
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
The right fielder, number 3, Allen Carter.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Dozier brings it in. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. So in now for Chicago. King, Bishop 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Bishop.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. Franco will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down 5-3. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Russell onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
8-3 is today's final. Pittsburgh. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Blake Snell will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Blake Snell, big power arm. He has yet to put it all together, but I really like this guy. Good fastball with late life, as they say in the pitching business.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, what you got on this? And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, no running. Eat it. Eat it.
Leading off the inning, King Bishop, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one. Gant has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Striding in once again, King Bishop, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
King Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. King Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
One ball.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Contreras leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch fouled off. The Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Dig, 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 dig.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Jonathan Roniga will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Alex Reyes will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a real...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024 Pittsburgh Pirates.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early.
Digging in now, King, Bishop, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
0-1, here's the pitch. And there's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run.
Right here.
And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
The next Cub up, Nick Williams, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swinging a high chopper. He's got to hurry. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alex Reyes. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Alex Reyes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Cut in, hold on to it,
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right.
Up next for the Buccos, Aledmus Diaz. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they
now at the plate, King Bishop. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Digging in, Aledmus Diaz, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Aledmus Diaz.
Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning. Ready once again, King. Bishop, he got called out on strikes his last time through. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Hold him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. No hits to this point.
Third baseman.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Dozier.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Williams. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the... So digging in now, Aledmus Diaz. His career line against Segrist. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Domingo Pena.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Bishop is in pursuit, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. They're up 3-2. Standing in, King. Bishop, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they jump ahead by 3.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Digging in once again, King. Bishop. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
A little bit of breathing room here as they lead by 3, but the big part of that, go back to this guy's last at-bat when he hit that big grand slam.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Nine to 3, the final tally here in this one. The Cubbies have won their first in 3 tries in this division series. Kevin Segrist takes home the win, so that'll just... MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's game. Paul Jefferson is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this.
Batting third, catcher, Domingo Pena.
0-2, here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. To second for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, King Fisher.
First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Dig.
Diaz picks it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Ready now, King Bishop, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. So striding forward now, Hunter Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bishop on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Into the box now, King. Bishop. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
King Bishop.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Beat it out. Come on, come on,
the
come on.
ground towards second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop.
Stepping into the box, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Now at the plate, Domingo Pena.
The catcher, number 5, Domingo Pena.
3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Bishop is going to get there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
4-0 the score tonight. The Chicago Cubs have evened up the series. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the...
Now at the plate, King Bishop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
King Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Dero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Line drive to center field. Heredia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And our winner here gets set to take on the LA Dodgers. Coming to the plate now, Esteban Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Bishop is there, and he has it for the first out. Here's Gregory Polanco. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
Gregory Polanco.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bishop is after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Stepping in, Chris Bostic.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Bostic.
High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Bishop. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. In now, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. From the belt, the pitch. Line towards center field. Heredia patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, King Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Comes set with the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Another full count pitch home. Hard hit ball to short. Diaz scoops it up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Set to deal on 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is right there. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second. And the Pirates are for real. They've advanced to the NL Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious.